Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's been a while, and I'm actually working on a couple other videos to show progress on the house and whatnot, but the name of the channel is My Wild Coyote, and although I'm a huge fan of the Coyote tractor so far and have had very minor issues come up, one being a hydraulic leak, basically a seal that came loose. They replaced that for free. Of course, I had to drag it down to the shop. And then I had a wire come loose on the 3-point hitch after the service that didn't get connected all the way. So the tractor wouldn't start, but we figured that out pretty easily. But what I'm gonna tell you about today is something that they said they haven't seen before, or is very, I guess the correct response I got from them, to be completely accurate, was it's not a part they order very often. So I'm not sure if that means that they've never seen it or that it's extremely rare. But I'm going to show you a picture of it because I took a picture of it before I removed the part. But basically it is the block mounts for the hydraulic lines. So this is the new one, and this is the one that I'm replacing. It melted, and I think you can see this is the part that was up against the, oh wait, no, this is the one that was up against the tractor, and it's on the front of the bucket. I'll show you that. Well, you're going to see the picture, but I'll show you the spot where it goes. But this part was up against the tractor. This part was up against the hydraulic lines. And this part was up against the hydraulic lines. So you can see when they're together and they're married, like they're supposed to be, that they melted from the inside, which means the hydraulic lines got hot somehow, or too hot somehow, and melted this little, basically what I call the hydraulic line bracket or bracket block or whatnot. I'm not sure what the technical name for it is. Well, let's look at the invoice and see, because I did order a new one. Tube line clamp, Coyote part number. So they charged me $19.23 for the part, $8 for shipping, and $2 for tax. So basically we're at 30 bucks for these two pieces of plastic. And the main reason I'm doing this video is not to dog on Coyote necessarily, or to complain and moan about the fact that I had to spend 30 bucks. My real issue with it is the fact that I don't know why this happened, and I can't identify any specific job or task or any event involving the hydraulic fluid. I've done my 50-hour service. I checked my hydraulic fluid. Everything's up to snuff. When I contacted the dealer initially to talk about this piece and asked them about it, I sent them pictures and I said, can you tell me why this might have happened? And they said, well, probably too close to a fire. No, I wasn't close to a fire. I think there'd be more evidence on the front of my bucket. But anyway, that was their guess, and that just wasn't the case. I have worked with some burning and whatnot on the property. I don't stick my bucket in the fire, and this mount is actually behind the bucket. So you'd have to basically set the bucket down inside the fire and let it sit there. And like we've already discussed and I mentioned, you can obviously tell just by looking at this without even being an engineer that this melted from the inside, where the hydraulic lines go, and not from the outside like a fire would melt it. This is the piece of metal that goes on the outside of it like this. And so then the bolts go through it and lock it onto the bucket. And so again, you can see that that when this is on here, that green plastic juice or whatnot came on the outside of it. So anyway, I'm gonna replace it. I'm out $30. The main issue is I don't know why it happened, and I guess it's not a warranty item because the tractor is under warranty, and I wasn't really gonna debate that with them. But I just thought I'd share this and then talk to you about what the issue might be. I'm gonna move the camera down, show you where it's gonna go, and we'll put the new one back on and then hope it doesn't happen again. If you have had this happen to you on a Kioti or other tractor, I'd be interested to know what you think or what your thoughts are. Too heavy of a lift, or somehow the hydraulic fluid had heated up, I think, to the point where it melted. It actually goes through 2 blocks. This is the lower one. It didn't melt the top one. So that's another mystery in the puzzle. But anyway, I'll show you where these go and we'll get in the process of putting it back on. Yeah, so as you saw in the photo that I took of the placement of the bracket, it's below this on the bucket arm. But you have to take this top one off in order to get these hydraulic lines loose enough to pop that other one in. Yeah, so this is the location on the bucket where this bad boy goes, and it just fits behind these 4 lines and fits down in there. I'm probably going to have to take and loosen some more things up in order to get it in, but that's basically where it goes. All right, guys, so hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here, but I had to take the top clamp off, and I also had to take off this protector here in the center in order to get this block back into place. And basically, it's just a back block that you're trying to get into place. Then you put this thing, you can put this thing back on and put the rest of it in place. So I'll just show you what this looked like before it was melted. So this is going to sit on here with these hydraulic lines protected inside that block. All right, guys, so thanks for joining me on this video, mystery video, on what happened to my Kioti. It's fixed up. Probably took me 15-20 minutes to pop it in and bolt it back down. It's replaced. Like I said, there's 4 blocks on the bucket that keep those hydraulic lines intact, and that just that one melted from the inside. Dealer can't explain it. I can't explain it. And apparently it's not a warranty item, so food for thought. And if you have any idea of why that happened or what I may have done wrong, user error or whatnot, I'd like to hear about it. Thanks for watching. Take care and talk to you soon.